Hey guys, this is David from Benchmark. I've just ordered a new Hemisphere S631 network rover. I'm going to be doing an unboxing and setup review for you guys. Based on the 200 5-star reviews we have for this product and the thousands of these things that have sold over the last 4 years, this is probably one of the best receivers on the market right now. Once my new gear arrives, I'm going to show you guys what's in the box, the packaging, and how to get it all set up. Looks like there it is now. Now that I got my new receiver, let's take a look at what's inside. So we got right here, nice gray rugged Pelican hard case. You can see on top, we got the Benchmark QR code for Survey Assistant, the training website there. And yeah, Hemisphere S631 right there on the front. Just pop these latches open. First thing I see when I open the box, Hemisphere S631 RTK receiver. Nice and light, nice and compact. Got the 2 locking battery doors here. Nice color, nice feel. That's the receiver. Right next to it here, we have a cheat sheet, how to set up my network rover. Now I got the one that's set up on my data collector internet. I'm just gonna be hotspotting my phone. Again, QR code to access Survey Assistant if I need it. If I wanna see a video of this or something like that. Time estimate, and then all the steps that I'm gonna have to do to get this thing going. Next to it, I got the BMT8 data collector here. Rugged IP67 Android tablet, 8-inch screen, all-day battery life, easy to look at in the sun. Underneath, we got a couple batteries for the 631. These are intelligent batteries, so if I get them out of the packaging here, see if I hit this button, you can see they're shipped. They're probably shipped with like a 3rd charge, so I'll get those charging. Good to go. We've got a charging cradle for both the batteries, as well as a charging adapter with the North American plug. Next to it, we got the X-grip clamp for the BMT8. That'll go on my pole. I'll get this cut open and put together. I got a screen protector here, manual for the BMT8, measuring tape down here for doing HI. I got a car charger up here in case I want to charge my batteries in the truck on the go. And up top, I got a UHF antenna. Now I got the network rover. I'm not going to need to use that, but it's just up there up top. And last but not least, quick release for just, easy to put it on the pole, take it off the pole. It's a nice little tool to have. All right, so this is the Hemisphere S631. This thing is tracking every signal off of GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, Beidou, does IRNSS, does SBAS. It also tracks Atlas. It's doing more than 800 channels at once, so it's tracking everything in the sky all at once. This thing will get you 8 mils with RTK. It'll get you 5 mils with static. It's got a 1 watt UHF radio inside that we've taken 10 kilometers down the road on flat terrain. It's got an internal cell modem if you're using a Cores network or a network rover, or maybe you're using like Stormcaster or some other point-to-point service. The unit itself is pretty bulletproof. It's an IP67 unit. You can drop this thing in the river as long as you get it out within 20-30 minutes. It'll be fine. We actually had a guy who dropped this in the river for a few days, pulled it out, called us up, said, this thing's still working, but it fell in the water. Should I send it in? We told him, yeah, send it in. Took a look, but it was fine. Expect to take a 2-meter pole drop, and it's also vibration tested to mil spec. So this thing's gonna go through a lot of punishment before it gives up on you. We had one customer shooting the corner of a block. He set this thing up on a bipod, took maybe 2 steps backwards to go pick something up off the grass. Truck came tearing around the corner, tore the pole right out of this receiver. Receiver still worked fine. We put a new enclosure on it, works great. We had another guy staking out a point on the edge of a ravine, hit some ice, slipped. He went 20 feet down into the ravine. We didn't hear from him for 7 months because he was in the hospital. Receiver worked great. These things are pretty bulletproof. These things don't come back. They just keep working in the field. Compared to other things on the market, this thing's probably most similar to the R12i. It smokes all the competition out of trees. We put these things head-to-head against Top Gun. We put it head-to-head against Leica. We put it head-to-head against Trimble. The S631 comes out on top every time. Put those videos down in the description so you guys can take a look. We've done repeatability under trees because I know you guys like to ask about that. This thing doesn't miss. It hits the same shot every time, especially with the SureFix technology on board where it's running 2 independent RTK engines at the same time. If we're talking about older generations of equipment, then you're not even comparing apples to apples anymore. This thing will go where before you just give up. You take out the total station a few kilometers before and just, traverse your way in. This guy will go in, he'll get a fix, he'll get you your shot. All right, so we've gone through a bunch of the specs, we've gone through what's in the box. Let's just take a look at what a quick setup looks like. So right here, I'm actually just gonna create myself a new project. I'm just gonna name it Unbox. Okay, yeah, meters, degrees. I am in UTM Zone 11 here, and I'm gonna be using the CGG 2013 Geoid. So I'm just gonna create that job. All right, so now that I'm in his job, I'm just gonna go to Select Instrument. I'm gonna create a new profile here. It's a rover. I'm gonna go Make is Hemisphere. And the model is the S631. Profile name is Hemisphere S631. I'm just gonna tag on rover onto that. Okay, and I'll hit create. Now I'm gonna go to setup communication, and search for it on Bluetooth. Connect to device number 57. It's just connecting on Bluetooth now. Okay, now I'm gonna go set up corrections to set up my network here. I'm gonna go RTK via internet, set up my internet. I'm gonna be using data collector internet, not, I don't have a SIM card in the rover. And I'm gonna be setting up connection to Stormcaster, which is our N-trip here. Done that, just gonna hit done, continue. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my nearest mount point, connect to it. Okay, now I'm just gonna set up the height of my rover. So antenna height, let's say I'm on a 1.8 meter pole. You can see it's already fixed. I'm just putting in some other information here. And then these are my tolerances. We have a video on tolerances we got put in the description below. These are all customizable. You can set them up exactly how you like to work. I'm just gonna leave it on my topo tolerance here. Hit OK, hit done. Now if I go to survey, you can see right here, I'm fixed. And you know, I'm looking at 5 mils horizontal, 13 mils vertical, pretty dead on. So that's the Hemisphere S631. It's bulletproof under trees. We went through the specs, we went through what's in the box, we went through how to set it up, first time setup. Really easy to use, really great to use. No surprise why this thing has more than 200 5-star Google reviews. That's no surprise why we're shipping these things all over the world, and you know, why guys are continuing to love these things. If you want to get your hands on an S631, you want to try one of these things out in the field, my name is David at Benchmark. You can give me a call at the number on the screen here, or you can visit us online, www.bench-mark.ca. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
P.S. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee.